Hello YouTube. Um, One of the other, well, not the last video, but the one before that, I was talking about model cars. I know in the last video I get a little bit more in depth about my car. Just basically a video log. This will be another video log, but this time I'm going to talk about those models I made a mention about in 2 videos back. Mentioned something about for people that like to build models, or if you know of anybody that likes to build model cars. I used to build models when I was a kid. I still actually have a bunch of my old models back when I was a teenager, and I still have them, but they're like in a cabinet behind glass doors to protect them. So of course some pieces have fallen apart and things like that, but if you want to see those, I can show them in another video in the future. You can tell me in the comments if you'd like to see those. There's a bunch of stuff like that. But anyway, the model in question, as I was talking about, there's a company by the name of Eaglemoss. I think I'm saying it right. Eaglemoss. Yeah. I didn't know anything about this company or anything like that until a couple months ago. This company makes these like 1/8 scale model cars. They're actually die cast, mostly die cast, and a lot of metal parts in them, but it does have plastic, but it's like mostly metal, so they're going to be a little heavy if you build them. These model cars are mainly put together with screws. They come with everything you need, detailed instructions, everything like that, and I'll put a link to the website in the description, and just in case anybody that's interested that wants to go check it out, I can. I would have started, I didn't think about recording this when I first started working on this model, and basically how it is it's like a subscription based. You pay every month. They send you, like the one in example, like I'm doing the Ecto-1 model, and there's some videos on YouTube where a person by the name of his YouTube channel is World of Wayne, I think is the name of it. He's not from the United States. He's like in the UK or something. I had stumbled onto one of his videos when I was looking for something else for my car, and some reason his video came up, and I thought, well, okay, I'll click on it. I started watching him. He was a pretty good ways into his model building. He does a lot of other models other than just the one. He does Ecto-1. He does some other stuff like Back to the Future and Star Trek, and I mean a lot of different things like that. So if you're a model builder and you're interested in that kind of stuff, it's very entertaining to watch. So after watching one of his videos, I got intrigued a little bit. I got curious. I thought, well, this ain't too bad. Let me look at some more stuff. I clicked on the link he had that went to the United States link, and they have more than just the Ecto-1. They have like the Back to the Future, Star Trek. If you want a model of the world, the solar system, they got one of those. That's a weird one, but it's kind of interesting. They have some other stuff too. The only model that I have from them is the Ecto-1, and I'm going to lay out some of the pieces that I've got so far. And as I said, if you want to know a lot more about the details about the service and everything, you'll have to go to the website and look it up. Okay, I'm going to lay everything out on my desk. I cleared off my keyboard and stuff so I could show you what the magazines look like and what I've done so far. And then from this on, I'm going to start making like once a month I'll get a box or a package, and it'll have 4 kits in it that allow you to continue building your model. And it's kind of cool though. I got another week yet before I get the one for the Ecto-1, and then I also have another model that I'm going to talk about after this one, so just hang on a minute. Okay, what you're looking at now is the poster that comes with the Ecto-1, and this is actually a full scale size of the actual size of the model. And this poster's so big that I can't even I can't even put the whole thing on here. So I mean, this is what comes with the first kit. You get the poster, but this is what the car will look like when you're finished with it. But as you can see from the dimensions at the bottom, it's 31.5 inches long, and you can see there it says it's got working doors. It's got working it's got tires and hubcaps. It has working brake lights, rear door, flashing emergency lights, screen accurate roof rack. A model shown as actual size. So this is really, here's my hand, so you kind of get an idea about how big this model's going to be. It's not going to be little. It's not for kids either. Completed model. It's got die-cast body, replica engine. See, it's got a lot of. It's a very cool looking model. I mean, I like it. You know, it's pretty cool. But as I said, I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in doing this thing. But it's a very cool, very detailed model. Now, even though Eaglemoss has done a good job on this, even though Eaglemoss has done a really good job on this model, they already make mods for it. I mean, there are some parts inside the car that doesn't look like it's movie accurate, that kind of thing. If you want a lot more detailed, there are websites that you can go to for mods and things like that. That's if you want to mod it. I mean, you can if you want to. That's optional. I'm not against modding. You know, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But some of the parts inside the car, you know, they're kind of, from what I saw, they're kind of, they look close, but not exact. I mean, the outside of the car looks great. Some stuff on the inside, kind of questionable. But, you know, I can put links of the places that you can look at, you know, to see if you if you got this model, you can actually look and see, you know, where to get the mods if you're interested in doing that kind of thing, if you decide to get this model. So, okay, here's the back of the poster. That shows what the front of the car looks like. I'm assuming that this is probably about as close to the actual size of what it's going to look like from the front. And it's got a lot of details. I'm not going to go over every little thing here. I'm just showing a glimpse over what it is. If you decide to get this model, you know, you'll get one of these posters too, so you can look at it more close. So, but it is highly detailed. Build the Ghostbusters Ecto-1. It's very cool. Now, I also mentioned, well, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but when you're getting the subscription to this model, they also give you free gifts along the way as you're building. On my second build, or my second box that I've received, this binder, and every kit that you get, it comes with an instruction manual, and it also talks, or it's basically a magazine. It's not very many pages to it, but it gives you a little detail behind the scenes of the movie. It talks, you know, it's got the instructions on how to do that specific type, you know, that kit. And this is one of the free gifts that I got on the second shipment that I got last month. So as you can see, it's a nice little binder. It's not bad. I like it. Let's see the back of it. Same thing on the back. And so far, I've got a few magazines in it. You get a little thing on the car itself. Little catalog about this is just one of the introducing, you know, it gives you an introductory segment of the thing. I haven't read these yet, which I will get back to doing that. It tells you about the car, like that bigger poster that I just showed you. It's got pictures and stuff from the movie, which I think is pretty cool. And you know, it's got more stuff too. So, but yeah, it gives you more detail about the car itself, little details about it, a little history of it. Shows you what works on it, what, you know, what moves, that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. So if you're wanting to get this model, I mean, you'll get one of these too, and you'll get more in depth on. You can read more of it, but it's got simple instructions. Talks about like inside stories of the characters of the movie. A lot of details there. You can also go to the website. Visit the website for more information. HeroCollector.com/GhostbustersCar. Just in case you want to go visit it, there's a website. Okay, and the first, let's see, this is issue 1. Yeah, issue 1 was here, I think. This is what came in it. I'll show this in a minute, but I'm going to show all the instructions first, and then I'll show you the actual what I've got done so far. That was issue 1. This is let's see, it says issue 2 on it, and it shows you the parts that comes in the kit, that kind of thing. You got some more details about the movie. So, that's just basically the introductory of, you know, doing the model. Kind of cool. And so here's my first issue, issue 1. So you can build the car yourself over time. From what they told me, I think it's like 141 kits to finish this model. That's roughly about 2.5 years to finish this model car, which takes a little while, but you know, that tells you more information about it. There's the pieces that comes in the first kit. So you get the hood and you get the other little pieces that come with it. And it tells you an inventory of what's in the kit. And these screws are real tiny. I'll get to, you might want to get you'll have extra screws, spare screws and stuff from each kit that you get. So you might want to get you a container. Kind of like something like this. I'm going to have to get me another one because they're almost full. There's the other car I was talking about, the other model that I'm getting, it also got those in here too. But you see there's a whole bunch of, I'm gonna have to get me another one of these. These are real cheap. It's on Amazon. It's like a pill storage thing is what it's supposed to be for, but you can use it for other things too. So another page. This stuff I've already done already, so I'm already done with stage 1. It tells you what to do. The hood and some parts of the car, the trim. This is what it looks like when it's done. You get that part. Okay. See, I've already done that part of it. I've already got the hood. You see how big this thing is to my hand? And I don't have little hands either. So there's a trim piece. So I've already done that part of it, so I can't show you. I'm not going to take it back apart just to re-show. It comes with a little screwdriver, but you can get a longer screw. You can get another screwdriver that will actually work, that I've been using instead of this one, and I'll show that towards the end of the video, what kind of tools that I'm using. Now if I can get this out. But the hood, it's made out of metal. It's heavy. It's got some weight to it. It probably weighs about a pound or 2. But it looks really good. Now I was talking about mods. Oh, there's a little sticker in there. It's got a little decal right there, but I'm not going to take it off. I'm going to leave it there. But yeah, it's a nice model so far. I like it so far. I was talking about mods. This vent, the vents that come with the model, they don't look like this. This is actually a mod. And I'm going to show you a close-up of it. And then I'm going to show you what the original looks like that comes with the model. Okay, these are the vents that come with the model. And the reason why I didn't like those, and a lot of other people that's got this kit, you know, when they get the model, they usually want a mod. You can see the differences. Now the screws that go into this don't look like rivets. They look like the little regular screws and stuff, and they don't look like, you know, like the one on the movie. You know, I mean, they look like, you know, little screws and stuff. The vents don't look the same. You see, they just look basic, look kind of bland. You know, let's say you wanna add a little bit more flair to your model, then you get these. You can see little rivets in them, and it's basically held on with very strong adhesive on the very back of it. It's like a sticky strip that he put on here, and you just stick it on, and it stays on there. It's not coming off. So, but you can see the difference in the detail in it. It's a lot more detail if you want to add that flair to your model. And then you look at these. They look kind of bare bone basic, but you know, I kind of like this one better. But anyway, the mod that I got comes from Mike Lane. He's also from I think he's not from the United States. It's in another country. So, but this is the little instruction manual that comes with these. Tells you how to put them on. See, you take the old ones off and you put the new ones on. But you can do it like that. But yeah. Let's see, Mike. There we go. There's a website, MikeLanesMods.com. So if you want to check him out, go there, and he's got mods for the Ecto-1. He also has mods for some other cars. I mean, other models that you can get mods for if you want to. If you get the model and you want to get the mods, check him out. You know, he's got a lot of good high quality parts for your model. So there's the difference. The ones that come with the kit, and then the ones that then here's the mod. So a lot more detail in the mod than it is in the ones that come with the kit. So I'd rather have these instead of those. Just a saying, if you go that route, that's the way you would want to do it. If you want to do that, the other ones are okay if you want to go that route, but I'd rather have these. So okay, now we get back to the magazines. Well, you also get a little license plate, and I'll show you that later. And there's the decal, but it's in color. It's not black and white. It just shows the reason for the different coloring, just in case, you know, like yellow and the darker color. It's basically showing that when it's in yellow is the part that you're going to grab, and you're going to put it on the other part, and the part that's gray is a part, I'm not really sure, but basically if it's highlighted in yellow, that's the part that you got to grab next. Somebody didn't know on the one video that guy was doing, he was saying something about that. He thought it meant something else, but basically it just means that's the part they want you to grab next. So, but it's got it's good detail. It's not bad. And then here's some more about the catalog. It tells you about Dan Aykroyd, and it's got a big article in there. See more details about the movie. Like I said, I'm not going to go through all little details of this. If you want to see, if I can get this to turn, and you want to see more of it, you'll have to get the model and be able to see it for yourself. It'd be just too much content there for me to do on one video. This would be a very lengthy video if I try to go through the whole thing. Alright, then you got more information. And then towards the end of the magazine, it's got some more stuff here. And then it tells you about the next issue, number 2, and it shows what the next kit's going to involve. Now, when you first sign up to get this subscription, you're going to get the first kit and the second kit in the first box. So you get this in the second kit, and it makes the front bumper, or part of it. It's not a full bumper, it's just part of it, or grill, things like that. But you get part of the front end. And then you have, that's what's in that kit. And then the second kit, issue number 2. And then again, it does like the first issue does. You know, instructions and gives you what's going to be in the kit. And it had a lot in that kit, a bunch of it. And shows you where it goes on the car, what parts to grab to go onto this and this. Tells you what screws to use. You know, it says like AP screws and RP and all. You know, it's got everything's got a little. You know, the screws are different. It shows you how to put all that together. And I've already done all this. So the headlights are very intricate. And this front piece is made out of metal, or one of the front pieces are. So, not sure. Yeah, the front part of it's like made out of metal. It's cast metal, and then the rest of it's plastic. But it's a lot of details there. And then you attach it to the bumper, and it shows you what you're completed at the end of that build. And then some more information about the movie again. So tells you behind the scenes of the movie, what they done on certain things, and give you a lot of stuff on every magazine's like this. So every time you get a magazine, you got more information about the movie and the characters. So it's a lot of reading to do. So got more stuff. Then it shows you in your next kit, like issue number 3, you get 4 kits. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get to work on some more of the bumper, and looks like the transmission and part of the engine on the next kit, or the next shipment, which I've already got this. And I will show that to you in just a second. Alright, the next issue is issue number 3. And in this issue I did some more to the bumper. So this is what I got so far. There's the license plate I was talking about. That was from issue 1. And this has got some weight to it. This is made out of metal. This is plastic. Oh, most of this is plastic, but it's held in together. A lot of that's put together with screws. That's how it holds together. There's no gluing, so it holds together pretty well. And you see how big this is to my hand, so it's not little by any means. And also another part, this is part of the engine, and this is also heavy. It's got weight to it. This transmission's all cast metal. It's nothing plastic on it except for that pan. And then this is part of the motor. This is what I got done so far. I think the block is, I think it's metal. Yeah, that's metal too. So it's got a lot of details in it. So far it looks good. I mean, this is all I got so far, so there's also one more thing too. Okay. And in this issue, well, I'll show it in the magazine, but I'm just showing you what I got so far. And so there's a hubcap, and then the tire is separate. The wheel pieces are 2 pieces that go together. They hold in with 3 screws. The wheel is actually metal. The tire is like a really dense rubber, and the hubcap's plastic. It also has a little center cap in there too, that when you get ready to put it on the car, it will have and you finally get to put the hubcap and the center cap on it. So there's that. There's one other thing. I was talking about mods. I did get another mod from Mike Lane, but I went ahead and got it ahead of time so I wouldn't have to worry about trying to get it, because it takes him a little time to actually make the mods. Like some of the mods he makes them to order, so when you order them he starts making the mods. And one of the mods that I got was a carpet kit that goes inside the car, and it comes just like this. Now I'm not going to open it because I'm not ready to have it yet, but he calls it this. It's very cool looking. It's actual carpet, a miniature carpet or whatever they call that, but it's actual real carpet. And these pieces are very intricate, and in the future video, if I continue making these videos for the car, as I'll probably make a video as I'm building the car, the model. from, you know, as I said, I can't go back and redo issue 1, 2, and 3 like that, because I don't want to take them back apart. They were already hard enough to put together, but they wasn't really that hard. It's just a lot of small pieces, and when your hands are like this and the screws are really, really tiny, like that little, it takes a little bit of time to do them. But that's one of the kits or mods that I bought for it. I plan on getting some more mods to go inside the car, which I'll talk about in a future video. Okay, back on to issue number 3, as you can see here. Okay, always seems to show that in each one of the magazines so far. Contents, there's again, if you're interested in the website, it's right there. And the stuff I've already showed you tells you the parts that are in stage 3. They come in stages, so you got stage 3, you got stage 4, and it talks the inventory that comes with each part, or each kit has its own little thing like that. And there's stage 5, where you get to start working on the transmission. And then here's the first part of the engine. Little tiny details, man. Even a little piece right there, it was like really little. These are actually almost about the actual size of the parts. I mean, they're like tiny. So, and that's what I had to go to, and that's where the license plate came from, kit 1. So it attaches to the bumper, shows you on the car where it goes. There's the other parts of the bumper I had to assemble. Shows you all how it goes together. There's more of the bumper and what it looks like when you're done. I've already showed that already. So that was stage 3. And then you got stage 4, the front wheel. So the tire and the wheel separate. And you attach it with 3 screws on the back. Oh, a little tip. I was on the video when I was talking about the World of Wayne web on his channel. He was talking about, like, if it has like, for example, this says like CM. If it has an M in it, it usually means that screw goes into metal. In this case, it has a metal. Both pieces of the inner part of the wheel are made out of metal. So the tip is that he gives, and I've been doing this since I started working on this model, before I even had the first kit. If you're screwing these screws into a metal piece, you want to get you some 3M oil. It's all-purpose oil. You want to do this, and what you want to do is put a tiny little bit inside of a cup, you know, or something like that, and you put it in something like this, and you dip your screw into it. You don't want to submerge it into the oil. No, that get real messy. You just want to put like a little bit on the tip of the screw where it gets a little bit of the threads wet, and then you screw them in. It makes them go in easier. They won't come back out unless you unscrew them, but it won't. What it does is it lubricates the threads as you're screwing into the metal, and you won't break a screw. So that's a tip if you decide you're going to do this model too, or any other model that uses screws and stuff like that. If you don't already know, use 3-in-1 oil, and it'll make it a lot easier going together, and it does work. So, okay, there's stage 5. Talks about the transmission and how it goes together. And here's stage 6. And here's a part of the motor. That little dipstick, it doesn't stay in by itself. I mean, it will stay in, but it still moves around, so I may have to glue that. And you got the head, and you got the exhaust, the valve cover, part of the engine attached to the transmission, and that's the part that I got so far. And then again, with the magazine, it's got more details and stuff like that about how they made Slimer. There was a little article on that. Little expressions that look kind of funny. And then you got Harold Remus from the movie. Of course, those that don't know, he did pass away a few years back. So, talks about his character in the movie. A little bit more, a little history about him. So, but if you want to know more about what's in these articles, you'll have to get the kit yourself to read them. So, but I'll just show a little bit about it. Now, the next kit, I'm waiting on this one to come in the mail. It should be in about a week or two. I'll be getting this next one. So, this is what I'll be getting in the next one. Some more of the engine. This 1 kit, 2 kits, 3 kits. You get 4 kits. Looks like I'm working on, I don't know what that is. It doesn't tell you what it is. It just says, you know, it just shows you an outline of what it is. But it looks like part of the motor that I'm getting to work on, or maybe the engine. There's a lot of small parts in that. It looks like engine parts there. Very tiny, tiny little parts. So, but that's all I got so far on that. So far I like it. It's not a bad system. I like it. So if you like it, try it if you want, or if you know anybody that likes model car kits and stuff like that, I say try it. So yeah, that's my thought on the model, or my review kind of thing on it, if you want to call it a review. But so far I like it. Now, I was talking about I have another model car kit that I've been doing, but it's not made by Eaglemoss. It's made by Fanhome, I think. And it's not that bad. It's actually, it goes together just like the Ecto-1 does, but this one's like the Fast and Furious car, and I'll show that one next. Okay, now we're going to talk about the next model. And when I do future videos on these models, I'm going to do them separate videos, so that way it might be 1 or 2 a week. That way it won't be all in one video kind of thing. So just letting it beforehand. But I'm just doing this as an introductory video into doing these models. And if you want to do them too, they're pretty cool. I like them. Alright, the next one's going to be on the from Fanhome. I think I'm saying that right. I'll show it. It should have on some of the information, it should have the website on it. So let me turn this around. Alright, now the Fast and Furious Dodge Charger from the movie. If you've seen the very first Fast and Furious, it's that one with the supercharger or blower, and that the Dodge. So you get one of these little things here. Gives you an introductory into what the model looks like. The Dodge Charger RT Fast and Furious. So as you can see, it's got a lot of detail to it. So when the headlights come on to it too, I'll show a little bit more what it says in the instruction. But you got the trunk opens, the doors open, the hood opens. A lot of detail in the engine bay, that kind of thing. It's a cool model to have. It also goes together too, just like the other one. So, and here's the name of the website. There's their web page if you wanna go take a look at them. Fanhome.com. If they have there's also 2 different websites. There's one for the UK, and there's also one for the United States. If you're in the United States, you go to the one that's for the USA. If you click on one and it shows like British pounds on it and stuff, then you're on the wrong website. Unless you're from that area, then it's okay. But if you're from the United States, you want to go to the one where it talks about dollars and stuff like that. And they also give you instructions on how to order, how to subscribe. Everything's on their website. But there's their web address if you want to go check them out. But that's where that's where the Fast and Furious comes from. Set some of this out of the way. And all this came in my first kit. I haven't got the second kit yet. The next kit to this one should be, according when I track the tracking number, it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So and then I'll be able to start the next one. But they also do other stuff too. You know, they don't just do the model car for, you know, it's the same way with Eaglemoss. They also do more stuff than besides just cars, you know. So they have other models to pick from too, and they, for a little bit of something for everybody. But they, you know, this one they also do an Iron Man thing. I don't know if I'll get that or not in the future. And they got some more stuff here. See, and there's the charger. And then tells you how it works. If I can open this thing, okay. You got that. Detailed instructions, that stuff. Just basically an introductory thing, tells you how it works. Yeah, they also have stuff for Star Wars. They also have stuff for that some cartoons, things like that. So if you're into, if you know anybody that's into this kind of stuff, you know, link them. You know, give them a link to the, you know, to the website and have them check out the information. It's kind of cool, very cool information. Okay, now you get a little catalog that also has an introductory to your model. Tells you a little bit about it, and it's a little history in the movie. That kind of thing. And the model. And this does have a poster, just like the other, like the Ecto-1 does. Tells you about the. There's also metal in this car too, just like the Ecto-1. It has a lot of, you know, it's got some parts in there made out of metal, and it's got some plastic. It's also 1/8 scale, so it's not going to be little. But it talks about a bunch of little stuff like that. Now, this is a big poster, so I can't fit it all on one screen. But it's pretty, if I get the light glare out of there, but anyway. The bodywork's made out of metal. It is 26 inches long. So if this is the actual size of the model, there's my hand up against it. If that gives you any kind of preference on how big this model is going to be. So yeah, the headlights and taillights, they all come on. Opening doors and trunk and hood, functioning steering wheel, turns the wheels, and easy to assemble. So, and all you need is a screwdriver, and it comes with one, so in case you don't have one. But as I was talking about before, I will get to that in a minute, that you can get a different screwdriver if you don't like the one that comes with the kit. And it gives you a little bit of information on the publications on it. Well, this video is going to be long. Step-by-step instructions with each thing. You know how it goes together. Oh, and you also get free gifts along the way too. Talks about some things like the first free gift you get. It looks like a power bank for your phone. It says Fast and Furious on it. Your second free gift is a backpack. Third free gift, you get a coffee or a mug. Another gift you get is 3 posters of 3 of the other cars in the movies. What else? A 5th kit, you also get an acrylic case or display case after your model's complete. So, and again, this model will probably take about 2 years to build it, maybe 2.5. But it is a license. It is licensed by Fanhome to actually to make this model available for people to build. They also have other models too, just like, you know, like Eaglemoss does. So. Okay, issue 1. You can see that. Go into the details of it. Now this, I don't think it has a lot of information about the car and the movie. Okay. Legendary stuff here. Looks about the other cars, little stuff about the history of the movie. You know, stuff like that for you to read, just like the other company does. And then here's what it shows in the kit that you get on your very first kit. But remember, your first shipment is going to have 2 kits in it. So this is kit number 1. That's what it looked like when it came here. It shows you where it goes on the cart. I think everybody knows that the engine goes where the hood is, or under the hood. And the hood itself, it is made out of metal. The interior part of the hood is made out of plastic. You know, and again, those the little butterflies on the blower, you know, you just squeeze into the little bar, which is also made out of plastic. And I will show you how big this thing is here after I show all the magazines or the catalogs that I got so far. But I'm just showing you the process, you know, some of the process of what I had to do to build what I got so far. I'm just going to glimpse over it because, like I said, this video is beginning to be a little lengthy. So I'm going to try to quickly finish this up as quick as I can so I can get to editing. And then there's some more stuff for that may not be related to the thing, but it's got a little article in there. It's got some other articles for Fast and, you know, other stuff in there too. It's related to Fast and Furious. It may not have been in the movie, but it talks about some cars. Might be relevant to the movie kind of thing. Although it doesn't tell you anywhere in the book what the next kit's going to have in it. You know, it doesn't tell you like it does on Eaglemosses. All it does is give you a little history about the cars. And then issue number 2, which also came with the kit. And again, it has articles to read, which I'm going to go past that. Like I said, if you want to read the articles, you'll have to get the kit yourself. So it tells you a little bit more about the car. Wheels are different in the picture for some reason. And here's what's in this kit. Kit number 2, it had the wheel, or one of the wheels, and the steering shaft and the steering wheel came in that kit. And I'll show you what that looks like after I show what the magazine looks like. But shows you how to put the steering, you know, got the steering wheel. By the way, the steering shaft and the steering wheel and the center part of the steering wheel is actually made out of cast metal. It's not plastic. The centerpiece, that right there is plastic. That cover that's on there is plastic. This is like really dense rubber. You can barely flex it, but it does feel like rubber. That's made out of metal. That's metal. And there is a little piece right here, a little valve stem. It's like really tiny, and it's made out of plastic. And it shows you how to put it together and what it looks like after it's done. And I will show that in a minute. And again with the, you know, more details, but it doesn't show you what's in the next kit. It's basically they want to surprise you. So, but I looked on the website and I know what's coming in the next box. It's really good stuff. All right, some more histories about something. I didn't even read all this stuff yet, so it's related to Fast and Furious is all I know. But see, it doesn't show anything. Alright, now we get into, as I said, was kit number 1. It had this blower in it. It's not little. It's kind of cool though. Oh, if I can do this one-handed, I can't do this. Well, anyway, the little butterflies in here actually open and close, but I can't demonstrate that because I'm having to hold my hand on the camera and try to do this. I don't know if I can get this to do it. No, I end up breaking it if I try it. Anyway, let me try to do this off camera. If I can do it off camera, but yeah, they open and they close. So that's kind of a cool little detail. This is just screwed in with a screw, but it does turn. So It's just plastic. There's no metal in that part. And the hood, as I said, compared to my hand, it's bigger than my hand. So, but the details on the underside are very apparent. It's very cool looking. I will have to. That is made out of metal. The hood is. But I'll probably have to polish this after I'm done because it's going to have fingerprints all over it. But a little bit what the motor and the blower looks together. Just kind of get a little idea about what it's going to look like. But I think it looks kind of cool. So that was in kit number 1, and then kit number 2. Of course, kit 1, it comes with a screwdriver. This is what they look like. Really cheap looking screwdriver, but they are magnetic. And this is magnetic. So it's got a weak. The magnet's real weak though. That's why, if you want to get a better screwdriver than this, I'll show you after I'm done showing the model. But this part here is made out of metal, except for the center part. But it is made out of metal. And the quality of the parts actually look really good. So, and the tire. It's got 3 screws in there, got a valve stem. It is made out of metal, except for the center cap is plastic. But it is it's metal. And it's got some weight to it. It weighs about a pound or two, a couple pounds, maybe a pound or so. But yeah, it's got some weight to it. The tire is actually rubber, but it's really hard rubber. You can't hardly make it. It will flex a little bit, but it's really hard. But it is rubber, so. And the screwdrivers, I said, if you want to go to Amazon and get them, this is what they look like, or this is the ones I got. So this is one of the sizes you may need. Got it upside down. So, is I can't pronounce that. Wearer. And there's the part number on it. It's PH0. Model number 118022. And then as you can see, it's longer. It's longer than the one that comes with the kit. It's got more length to it. It's also magnetic. So, and then I also got another screwdriver for even smaller screws. Some of the kit actually has a little bit smaller screws, which the kit that the other parts of the kit I haven't got yet, but I have heard that some of the screws are smaller, so you may need a smaller screwdriver. So if you want the part number on this one, made by the same manufacturer, part number 118020 PH00. It's a little bit smaller, but it's also magnetic. But it's supposed to be. It's a little bit weaker, but it does hold. If you put a screw on it, it does hold it. So it does hold it if it's. See, it's hanging onto that one. So, but both screws are. Screwdrivers. They're really good to have. This one's okay, but I don't like it. But it is free, so you can't complain. So, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell, kind of thing. Now, there's one more little thing, and like I said, this is going to be a lengthy video, so hopefully I'll try to make the videos a little shorter in the future. But again, it's just an introductory thing about the model cars I was talking about. When I was looking at some of the videos from World of Wayne, I think, because I ain't looking at the website right now because I'm doing maintenance to my computer. I can't even look up anything. But he also talked something about mentioning that some parts you may actually have to glue. May have to use super glue. And I found some. I can't find the one that he's using in the video. He uses like a little drop here and there, on some parts that won't stay together. it's like small, really tiny parts, you know, that might have to be pushed in and they won't stay in place. So he says use a little dab of glue, that kind of thing, only in certain areas of the car, like some of the interior stuff, that kind of thing. And the only thing I could really find that might be worth getting, and you might want to try it too if you ever need glue for any one of the model car kits, I found one that will be pretty good to use. It's made by Loctite. It's a super glue, Loctite. So it's good for, it's flexible. You can use it on metal, rubber, ceramics, wood, leather, paper, and most plastics. So it does look like it will work on, it'd be good for model cars too. So it tells you, you know, I don't have to do a review on it or anything like that. I haven't even tried it yet. So yeah, that'd be, if you want to get some super glue, there's what I got. If you want to try to get the same stuff or you want to get something different, that's up to you, but that's what it is. I can't find a part number on this. I don't guess it matters. I think that might be the part number on the bottle. 93, no, I can't see that. 43903. There we go. It's hard to see because I had the glare on it, but yeah, if you want to use glue to do some of the smaller parts, if you get the model and everything, then you can try that. So, all right, yeah, this video is like 51 minutes or something. My phone kind of cut the video in half, so I'm gonna have, when I edit it, I'm gonna have to splice it back together. But yeah, so far, I mean, that's my review, if you want to call it a review, on the model cars and stuff like that. I like them. I mean, they're cool, as really cool. So I'm going to put a link to both web pages in the description. If you want to get the materials that I've described in the video, like the screwdrivers and the glue and all that, I will also put a link to those in the description. So you'll be able to check the things out if you want to. So I guess that'll be all I'm going to do in this video, and there will be probably a follow-up video too on, well, I might be making another one right after, probably tomorrow or whenever I get the next kit to the Dodge Charger. I'll be getting the next kit. It's supposed to, according to the tracking number, it should be here tomorrow. So if it is, then I'll make another video on that, and I will be showing it as I build it. So from this point on, as I get the parts or get the kits, then I'll make a video, and I'll do it, and I'll find some way to set up. I gotta find me a stand for my phone so I can do it hands-free kind of thing. So when I get one of those, it'll make it easier. So these first few videos and stuff are probably be a little clumsy with me holding the phone with one hand and not the other. And I mean, you seen how it was when I had it in my car. It was just bouncing all over the place. So, it is what it is. All right. Subscribe if you haven't, if you want to. Comment if you want to. Like the video if you like it. And I will see you when I see you. Or should I say, make another video when I have a chance to make another one, okay? Have a good day. Bye.